Good afternoon, everybody. Tashina Gonzalez here, and I am going to be sharing with you guys some fall wellness tips because, as usual, I'm either always sharing something that is coming across my timeline that I see people are suffering with, or something that I'm suffering with. And yes, it is still summertime, but here in Michigan, it's a little bit shorter for us, so we can already feel it getting cooler in the evenings. I'm trying to live the flip-flop life as long as I can, and I'm trying to avoid it, but I'm already seeing a lot of friends that have fallen under the weather. And so I am super passionate about this because I was marked as a person who had a weak immune system when I was younger. When I was in track and I was tip top physical shape, I would get sick once a month in the wintertime from like the beginning of fall to the end of winter. Recently, like up to 5 years ago, I would be with congestion constantly, and I would go to the doctor and they'll be like, there's nothing wrong with you. You just have a weak immune system. There's nothing wrong with you. And I'd be like, I remember when I was younger, I was like, take more tests, figure it out. Like, why can't I get well? And so now, happily, I have not been like sick in 4.5 years. And before, I would have in my house, in my cabinet, full of airborne Ester C, Zicam, all these echinacea tea. I would keep that in my cabinets, and then on top of that, I would have NyQuil, DayQuil, Alka-Seltzer Plus, cold and flu, Theraflu, the liquid, the little tea type that you could buy. I would always have my cabinets full of that because of my supposed weak immune system, to be ready for when something would start to touch me so that I wouldn't be in bed for like a week. But I would have this constant congestion that no one could explain to me and no one could get rid of. So I'm super passionate about this, and I have a class that I just did in person and then online for kids. If you haven't seen that, be sure to go to my YouTube channel and check that out. But I wanted to give some quick tips also for the adults. I will be having a class on September 7th about that as well. But before that, because I've been seeing it all across my timeline. So just to start out with some information of, why it happens that I got from a medical website and what things usually happen. So why are you more likely to get sick in the fall? The two main reasons are because many of the bacteria and viruses are contagious and easily passed from person to person, and we start to spend more time indoors. Close quarters means that it's easier for germs to spread. And so those are basically the reasons why. It's not necessarily because it's colder out. And then the conditions that start to spike when it's fall: flu, so it peaks usually in the winter, but it starts as early as October, or when, again, it starts getting cool. The common cold, and these definitely start in September and last throughout all the winter for most people. And these are usually caused by rhinoviruses. Viral meningitis, which is an infection of the brain and spinal cord, and bacterial meningitis, which will make you lethargic and mental, and then norovirus. So what are some basic tips that we can do to keep ourselves healthy this autumn or fall? So you want to be cognizant of washing your hands. As I always promote, make sure that it is with good soap that is not going to actually increase bacteria and issues with you. Soap that is toxic free, as well as hand sanitizers. You should cover your mouth if you cough or sneeze. Stay away from people who are sick. If you are sick, stay home to avoid infecting others. Rest plenty. Drink plenty of fluids. Eat healthy foods if you do come down with the flu or the cold. So you want to take time for yourself. If you find yourself feeling something or feeling run down, then you're going to want to rest immediately. Rest as much as you need to. You want to boost your vitamin D intake. Stay hydrated again. Keep moving. Make sure you're exercising on a regular basis. Eat fruits and vegetables that are in season, and boost your immune system. So as usual, I always want to give you guys some tips and tricks of how to implement those. Again, with me for the past 4.5 years, I'm so blessed that I've not had like a week of sickness. I've probably only maybe like 3 times have like a touch of something, and then I up my game and I'm able to make sure that nothing actually comes to me. But there's things that I do on a regular basis to ensure that I stay above the wellness line, as it says, to boost your immune system. So one of the things that we mentioned was vitamin D intake. So I take a multivitamin. Most people need to take a multivitamin. There's probably a lot of things that you're not getting out of your food in addition to vitamin D. But this particular one, Master Formula, does have 100% of your vitamin D intake. So I take that every single day. So if your goal is to stay above the wellness line, make sure you're taking a whole food supplement vitamin every single day in order to do that. It also is going to help your gut flora, and your gut flora, your gut health is part of your immune system. It has antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, and other food-based nutriments in it. So it definitely helps general health and well-being for the body. So again, tip 1 to make sure that you stay above the wellness line, you are having fall wellness, is a whole food supplement that has the nutrients that you need. And the one I recommend is Master Formula. So then we also talked about eating fruits that are in season. So what fruits are here in season? We're in the late summer season. And things we're going to want to eat are apples, apricots, avocados, basil, bell peppers, and beets. And then you're going to look up, we're coming into the fall season. There's a long list of things that are in season in fall here for us in Michigan. So look that up and keep that in your regimen. Then some of the other things that I do on a regular basis to make sure, and I do this every single day for my immune system, is I have this amazing drink that I put together that has apple cider vinegar, organic cinnamon, organic raw honey, local if possible, lemon vitality essential oil, Thieves Vitality essential oil. So I have an entire video that I did on that. I will post that in the comments where I explain the benefits of some of the things in there. But just for you guys that are not familiar with Lemon Vitality essential oil or Thieves Vitality essential oil, Lemon Vitality has antioxidants, supports your immune system, provides circulatory support, contains cleansing properties. Thieves Vitality essential oil has extreme immune system support and cleanses your digestive. So again, we talked about the importance of your digestive system. So I take this every single day without fail for a strong immune system. If I were to feel a twinge of something, maybe I traveled and didn't have it for a while, then I would do it 2 to 3 times a day. And within 2 days, I'm back to normal and good. Some of the other things that I do, we talked about the importance of hand washing, keep your hands clean. So Thieves hand sanitizer, that is going to cleanse 99% of the germs. Super good to have on hand. I have this big bottle in my kitchen so that anyone walking through can use that. And then another couple things that I would do is, again, if I felt any twinge of anything, I would use a Raven, which is very soothing to the respiratory system. It has a blends of oils that are just going to soothe your lungs and your respiratory system. So you can actually put this in a diffuser, or you can rub it on topically, possibly with a carrier oil or a lotion, especially if you're using it for a child. And then we talked about making sure that you get, hey Dana, enough sleep. And so lavender essential oil is another one that you're going to want to use during that time to stay well, to make sure that you get amazing sleep. So those were the tips and tricks that I want to share with you guys. Again, I have videos on how to have great digestion, health, as well as an in-depth video about the amazing drink that I do on a daily basis. So I will post those in the comments. And we also, again, do in-depth education of this, but I want to give a few tips and tricks to you guys for right now. So if you are in the Michigan area, then please do join us in Pontiac, Michigan on September 7th, Saturday at 3:30 at Sprout Fresh Food Market. And then I will also have some follow-up online classes with this information, and I already have some information on my YouTube channel for kids. So check out all the information so that you guys all can stay amazing, healthy, above the wellness line this fall. Bye guys, have an amazing day.